What is up, DTube? What's up, Steam, blockchain? Today I want to talk about why more cryptocurrencies than just one to rule them all. So I see some people get a little bit annoyed by all the amount of currencies because they sort of feel like it's gonna devalue the current value system, but it's not actually accurate, because the way we have been thinking about value is, well, it's only need to come from one place. So the banks could basically print value, right, from nothing. But I mean, the value itself, like tokens, is not something magical with it, but people can value it. So anyone can create new value, and if other people value it, then it has value. So the thing is that people can innovate faster the more liquid value they have. And this is something that Bancor talked about, that value, like the main value, is basically creating liquidity and allowing people to make their own intelligent decisions to switch fast between various tokens and projects and value systems, so they can take advantage of maybe a potential. If they see something, it's going to be potentially more successful, so they can basically, with more cryptocurrencies, we can basically speed up innovation, because we see very fast who is doing a better job, right? Who is doing a better job, and more cryptocurrencies are basically increasing competition, where people have to step up. Like, people have to show that their project is better, and we see that multiple teams, for example on Twitter, we can see how they all compete against each other, they're all copying each other, they're all improving on each other, they're all innovating. So it's actually better that we are getting this healthy ecosystem of a lot of stuff going on. Even the bull markets, even the bear markets, if crazy stuff, if it goes up, like bull market, for example, I'm not a financial advisor, but bull market, let's say bull market, prices goes up. But the main key thing with the bull market, what is good, is that when that happens, awareness increases in the whole space. More people are getting aware of cryptocurrencies. And during the bear market, when things also go down a lot, you also get a lot of energy basically from the cryptocurrency community, but also from the media. They also talk about cryptocurrencies when it goes down, and developers also get more focused when stuff goes down a lot. So it's basically a speed up of time, you can say, when we see these price rises and stuff goes down and things like that. But the thing is, with multiple cryptocurrencies, with multiple tokens, with multiple value systems, we can have all these niches that have their internal local government systems. Because what would happen if we have, let's say, one crypto to rule them all? You're probably going to get some kind of centralization again. And that's kind of what we're trying to get away from with all this, and I think it's going to succeed. I think it's going to succeed, and I think what's also going to happen is the hoarding is going to go away, because there's not going to be any point for hoarding. Like, as long as you're earning a few tokens of a project that you like, let's say daily or something like that, I mean, you're probably going to be fine, right? You're probably going to be fine. It's kind of cold out here. It's snowing again. It's April. It should probably end quite soon, because it's soon May. But yeah, I'm up here in the woods, and it's kind of cool. Let's see how long I've been recording. I try to make the videos a specific length, So we have like maximalists, the Bitcoin maximalist, the Ethereum maximalist, but the idea of competition, the idea of competition, like what are we competing against? Some ones and zeros, some brands. I mean, if someone is innovating, it's better for everyone because you know you can just move your value to a more successful project super fast. There is not like a complicated process, right? So you can easily move into, let's say, your competitor if you don't like, let's say. That was harder, for example, when the world was more focused on the physical. It was harder to move. Like if you own an iPhone and Samsung is doing something better, it's kind of a hassle to make a switch to something better. But in terms of digital competition, it doesn't really matter that much. Or I mean, it's not like, for example, if you own an Apple iPhone and Samsung is doing something amazing, it's kind of hard to benefit from that because you're already on the iPhone, you're already in one of their ecosystems, and it's kind of hard to make a switch. But in terms of digital tokens, digital cryptocurrencies, there it's so easy to just make a switch if someone is innovating, and it's also the benefit here is that people can copy each other much faster. So you can if you see something cool competitors doing, you can tell that to the project team that you like, and maybe they can implement that in their service, and eventually they're gonna have to bring basically more value to the end user, because if they don't, people are gonna make a switch to another platform, right? But this hoarding paradigm, it still sort of holds on. It still sort of holds on, that people feel, you know, and it's kind of easy to understand because we're still sort of living in a scarcity paradigm, at least in the world, in terms of global liquidity of access, and we're basically trying to solve that by connecting everything together into a massive system where the more people that join, the more value gets in. Not like the old paradigm where it was like, well, if more people come, we're gonna have less value. That has been sort of like, let's say you mined for gold in the 1800s or something. You don't want super many people to come because it's gonna make it worse, right? But it's kind of the opposite this time. It's like the more people that has access to cryptocurrencies, the more they can take advantage of new opportunities that is arising, new niches, and people, you know, just people in general just love to own something. They love to be a part of something, like a movement or like multiple movements, or you know, something exciting, something we see with these niches of tags. You know, people enjoy it. If it was just one brand, one currency, one token, it would make it less fun, right? It would make it less fun. Like, fun is a big part of this whole space. It's just playful. For example, I've talked about it in the past. I love to make Ethereum transactions just so I can watch the confirmations come in, and I love the graphics. I love the creativity that various teams can do and their own various spins, and I love to see people moving away from boring platforms and not doing anything. Twitter, YouTube, this and Facebook. I mean, they're sort of stagnating, and it's kind of hard for them to grow to a more peer-to-peer world that can innovate much faster, right? It's like they have to sort of rethink everything that they're doing, how they look at their users, how they look at marketing, how they, they basically, even if they make billions of dollars, Facebook, they're still sort of in a scarcity paradigm of we need to take data from people and we need to sell it. So hopefully we're going to change that. But yeah, it's going to be more currencies because there's so much intelligence, there's so much nuances, there's so much various systems. And this is with sports. If we just had one sports team to rule them all, they won everything, they did everything best, that would be pretty boring. We love to see the competition, we love to see people trying things. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about that in a quick video. Now I'm going in. Have an awesome day, DTube and Steam blockchain. Bye bye.